Let's talk about these updates, guys. Let's talk about these updates, because basically what we've had in the last like few updates have been quality of life. This update, to be exact, I would deem it as the pay to win update. And I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad, because some people might take that as a bad thing, but it's the quality of life pay to win. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. It's great for the game. So let's go ahead and look through this. We're looking at v4.8.54 release notes, iOS build 2491. And some of the new features we have right now is implement profile pictures. Guys, I want to know what profile picture you guys chose, because I chose this guy. Out of all of them, I think this is kind of fun to me. But these are kind of sick. I chose the fifth one, Saboteur. Fifth one, this one. This is a good pick. This is a good pick. I'm using the Emperor profile. Which one's the Emperor? Emperor is this one, right? This one kind of goes hard. I just like how this guy's boxed in. He's boxed in. He's got the helmet and everything. I think if we had to say the lamest one here, if I had to choose, I think it has to be this one and or the Hunter. I think I'm just a Hunter fan, like a Hunter hater, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think I am just a Hunter hater, actually, and I'm not gonna change it. We might have to do a tier list of these. I'm not gonna lie. Implement the hurry button. I'm gonna be honest. People have been constantly asking for the hurry button. I think the hurry button is not a good way to use your nanopod. For example, where we can see the hurry button right here, hurry for 1 nanopod. Now I am curious, and I will be the tester here. I have not clicked the hurry up button. Have you guys used the hurry up button? Has anyone used the hurry up button? Is it worth it? Especially since you can't buy yeah, I'm gonna test it. I'm not gonna actually hurry up anything. I just want to see if it's like, if I just click this button and it's done, or is there gonna be like a screen that stops me before way? So okay, I clicked the button. It does pop up. Great idea, Captain. Using this nanopod would really help us out. So I'm not going to do that. That's a waste of nanos, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of hurrying jobs up. The only time I can see it where it's like really useful, I'm thinking, so like maybe hurrying up your promotion. I can see that maybe being useful, because like if you have a surplus resources and it's not costing you a lot of nanopods, I can definitely see doing this, and that might be worth it. Beyond that, I'd rather get like a shop or something, you know, units, anything else, than actually hurrying up time. Implement purchase missing resources for nanopods. So what that means, guys, right now I'm down in the dumps. I'm not gonna lie, I have an M10 dead and I have no bars. If I want to heal it though, I can use 20 nanos to get 2 bars. I'm not doing it, guys. I'm not doing this goddamn Forsaken, wasting 20 nanopods and 2 bars. But this basically solves the soft lock. Why do you have 16 R1s down? Does that mean people won't be soft locked if they spend their bars before they go through the naval missions? Technically, New Edge Nation, they can't get soft locked, but they can still technically be soft locked if they have no nanopod. Because right now, there is no other way to get nanopods besides through the Patreon and through leveling up, and that's about it. So, implement unit filter tabs and ensure unit order is stable across restart. So what that means, guys, I'm gonna be honest, as much as I like this, I love that we have the tabs back. It's great, it's fantastic, I can't really complain about it, but I had such a perfect setup with my units to where all I needed to do was scroll to the very end. It was in this line, all next to each other. Portable wall, heavy tank, FAs, all the young critters. All right next to each other. Beautiful, beautiful. Now I have to click multiple tabs, which it's not that hard because my field agents are usually in this spot under defense. My vehicle for heavies is always right here, and then for the critters, it's easy to click. I just wish we can star units so like I can have a favorites tab. Overhaul, sign in, and sign up flow UI. So this is basically all the settings stuff. So audio is really nice. We got the master volume, beautiful. Music, I always usually have all the way down, and then sound effects is pretty low. We also have a count. So the Madrona ID, support, TOS, private policy, and then we can log out. This right here, I feel like shouldn't be here. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like delete account should not be here. I feel like we should move the delete account to the Madrona ID website and keep it on there if you want to delete it, you know? Some poor soul will click it. It takes you to the web. No? Does it take you to the web? I don't know if it does. So obviously there's the sign in, the sign up flow UI, overhaul the setting menu UI, overhaul resource UI. I think this is the big thing that I feel like a lot of people are not used to. And personally, I'm not used to it either. This thing looks crazy to me. There's a part of me where I feel like I like this, like the layout, but then there's a part of me where it just doesn't sit right with me. I like what they did. Obviously, it's on the same as the wiki, the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5 resources. I don't know. I just feel like it just doesn't sit right with me, but I think it's also at the same time I need to get used to it. Implement graphic settings for the desktop platforms to allow switching display settings. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, this one's kind of big. I'm not gonna do it, but I can resize this entire game, keep it on my other monitor, and then still do my work. So like all you really need to do, so like right now I'm running the highest, you know, something light, but you can switch your screens if you need to. You can go from windowed. I was playing windowed basically all day today. Unit info panel now shows range and target patterns. We do have somewhat, you know, so I think it's supposed to be highlighted inside where it like hits. I don't know. Hold on. Let's look at the, actually, no, this is right. Yeah, because this only hits the front line. So I think like with the heavy tank, it was like low-key off by like a decent amount. I mean, I think it's just a bigger unit, if anything. Just like kind of like understanding. Okay, maybe. Oh, it does work actually. I didn't look deep into it, I'm gonna be honest. Implement dialogue discussing unit restrictions on relevant battles. I think that just means like when we're in like doing missions over at like the Reef Bandit camp or trying to like clear out where we couldn't use vehicles. I think that's just like, yeah, that one is just like Jungle saying no to, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Boris. Thank you, Boris. Thank you, Boris. And then we also have camera now zooms to where your mouse is on desktop, on the desktop platform. I do like this. Tighten dot timing for slightly faster battle pace. So that's probably just means faster animation, I'm guessing. If you guys haven't noticed it yourself. That is a lot faster. That is insanely a lot faster in my opinion.
Has your legendary sandworm lately been down? Legendary sandworm can't stand up on its own anymore like it used to. Maybe your legendary sandworm isn't performing like it was back in the day. But don't worry, it's not because of you. Your legendary sandworm is just being outscaled in battle nations. Throw away those old sandworms and get yourself a brand new young worm. Young worms are fun. Young worms keep it up. Young worms perform just like how you did back in the old days. Just listen to our paid extra who use young worms today.
Oh, the young worm? Yeah, that thing is like, what's my line again?
Try out the young worms today. From not being able to keep it up to now not being able to keep it down. Call 1-800-554-BNAP for your order of young worms.
For bug fixes, fix animation glitches. I'm guessing that's talking about when you were in like naval battles where sometimes certain units would blow up and then like it would just look like a tornado basically hit the screen. Fix target tile colors being overridden by a previous damage highlight fade out. I don't know what this is. I don't think I've ever seen this. Fix camera view issues on the player and Trunks base to make it easier to access PvE encounters. So that's basically what we just saw right now. Fix long delay when opening the tool shop menu. I don't think I've ever experienced a long delay on the tool shop menu actually. And then fix not being able to build buildings on specific locations on the player's base. So that is actually the dead spot somewhere right here. Moved resource depot and the battle flag to decoration. Okay, I noticed the resource depot. I did not notice the battle flag that it actually got moved. So if we go into decorations and we want resource depots, it's actually right here. It's the third thing now. It's a building. And also we have the battle flag. I think everyone can agree they did not want the resource depot back at all because it's just a waste of pop. It still costs 1 pop. It still costs 1 pop. Takes 3 seconds, 50 stone, and 200 gold. That's all the same. What do I think of this? When I'm looking at this, I think this is great for us to trade out the stone pile, the oil tank, the iron mine thingy, and the log thingy. What was it called? What if we made all of those non-nanopod and we made the resource depot a nanopod building? Now, stay with me here. With the resource depot, you can sink pop into this building and it actually increases whatever resources. So let's say we had one. Oh, it doesn't have the circle. So let's say I had a circle and I say, let's put it like right here, right? In this circle, it would increase by, it depends on how much pop you're putting into it, 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%. And you have to level it up, and it costs nanopods as well. That would be a great way to make the resource depot, you know, worth it. I think that would be an amazing idea to make this building useful still.